Heroes never die, and indeed they don't. Because we're not dead yet. We're the heroes that no one likes. Welcome everyone to the Ninbits podcast number 32.
Wow.
And yes, we're here once again in this really quick one. Probably quick. We don't have a lot of news today.
No,
Really.
there's not much. So
I mean, there's rumors about shit, and I mean, I guess we can talk about Beyond Good and Evil supposedly being, you know, released 2018 after rumors and apparently exclusivity for the NX, and or we can talk about supposed NX news for next week.
hmm
But we're not gonna delve into those.
Mm-mm.
In fact, I think most of our time is gonna be spent on the topic and regarded Pokemon Sun and Moon.
All right.
Yeah. So let's start with you, Eric. What had you been doing all this week?
Nothing, man. Just kidding. So Paper Mario. That's been my jam lately. No, no
Eh.
talk. Yeah. So I've been playing Paper Mario.
Yes.
If you've been following me on Twitter, you've been seeing not too many status updates, but a few status updates about it. So I've been posting up on Twitter a lot more. Finally, I'm getting some people actually replying back, so that's pretty cool.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah, finally I'm getting people to actually talk to.
Do you
But
actually go comment on different stuff?
no, I don't comment on their stuff. They comment on my stuff, and then I just reply back.
Oh, did you? Oh, because you tagged yourself as hashtag.
Yeah, I've been using hashtags like crazy, so like I'll
It
use
works.
Paper Mario.
It works.
It's working. But it's just a little quick thing that I'll say about Paper Mario is that the one thing that I've been playing for a while and I cannot get used to is the whole thing that. And remember, I came in and I wrote this on my Twitter as well. I came in with an open mind about this game, right?
Mhm.
But I hate that I have to choose the card, I have to confirm the card, and then I have to color in the card, confirm the card again, and then flick the card up out of the screen. I have to do all that for just one attack, and
Did
it gets
you
gets old very quick.
did you do advanced settings?
Unless there's some settings that I haven't looked into, but no, I haven't done any settings.
Yeah, it removes only one step, but that step is enough. I mean, that's a main concern for a lot of people. I have been reading a lot of reviews from different sites, and I've been watching a lot of people.
hmm
So it's a thing.
Yeah, that's my so far my biggest complaint about it. But aside from that, the other interesting part is that I haven't, and I think I told you this too. I have yet to fight a boss. Either that's a very good thing because that means the game is very long. I think it is because I've collected enough stars, but yet, like in the center of the town, the stars haven't actually filled up the area where the paint goes. So it must mean that I have a lot to go through it still, or it might mean that it's very very slow. I don't know. But so far, at least I'm entertained. Let's put it that way. I'm entertained. I just don't. I hate the whole attack process. So that's that thing that I've been doing. Obviously, the other thing that I did today was I played the demo for Pokemon Go, which we'll get into, or not Pokemon Go, Pokemon Sun. So we'll get into that a little bit more here in a bit. Uh, and really, that's all I've been doing is just concentrating more on that than anything. And then obviously, once again, school, homework, all that good stuff. Registering for new classes right now as we speak. And then you got something new here that you'll talk about that I can't wait to actually get some time to play with you on this. But that's all I've been doing so far.
All right, all right. So you're done. All right, good. Now the spotlight belongs to me.
hmm
But no, but seriously. Well, what can you tell me really about Paper Mario Color Splash? Are you still enjoying it?
I am still enjoying this so far, yes.
Okay, that's good. At least I have that to look forward to when I get the game, because I haven't gotten it. I plan to though.
hmm
In any case, so here's the thing. So I was outside. I was walking to Walmart like one may do, walking to
hmm
Walmart. Mind the mom business. And then I get to that Walmart and like, hey, I should buy a game today because I'm stupid bastard who likes buying games and then never finishing them. So I look at the thing, at the rack. All of those games are there. They're looking at you. They're like, pick me, pick me. But And there's only one game that I was looking at, which was a certain game that you're playing. I believe it's called Azure Striker Gunvolt,
Yes,
correct?
that's exactly the one. Yes.
I was gonna pick up the physical edition because for some reason I actually managed to find it. However, my eye caught another game. There's that girl who is looking super sassy and all that crap. She's looking at me with those eyes behind that we had those goggles. She's saying, "Pick me," and I'm like, "Oh man, but I don't know." No, and she's like, "Pick me," and I don't know. And then I texted you. You told me I should get her. I should, and I did. And then I got home and I spent like 3 hours trying to get an update on Overwatch. So yeah, that happened. I got Overwatch and I played a good bit of it, I must say.
And
Well, I like it. I like it a lot.
yeah,
I like it a lot. It's a really fun game. It's
I knew
really
you would.
Yeah, it's really simple on its like on its what's what I'm looking for. I had the word and it just slipped off my mind for some reason. It basically did what it was doing in simple ways. It's not a complicated game.
No.
I mean, you could say it has a complicated like complex tactics and strategies. It did what it set out to do. It was a simple game. I believe it's a team-based shooter. It's basically Team Fortress 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, execution. There you go. They execute everything
Oh, okay.
right. There you go.
Uh-huh.
That was the word. That was the word looking for. I was looking for, and a lot of characters. This is not Team Fortress 2, as you may know it, because Team Fortress 2 that was what 6 characters. This is 21.
Yeah, I would say about.
Well,
Yep.
21 after the update of this one character called Anna, which I'm pretty sure you haven't played.
No, I haven't played as Anna yet. No.
So, I guess I can start by telling you, like, I play pretty much a bit of well, not most characters. I have one for each class, basically. Of course, I play the ninja, Genji, I think is his name.
Yes.
The guy with the sword, Genji. I play, what's the Chinese woman called? The one with the coat?
My May.
Yeah, I play Mei. I play Reinhardt. And I play Mercy.
Mm-hmm.
I usually mostly play Mercy, and each character feels different. Each of them, one of them has a different move, and the moves are really varied. Like you can do a lot of things with each character. Like you can have a character that has a healing ability but not a lot of firepower, but you can have like a character that has some healing but they have some firepower.
Mm-hmm.
You have a character that can launch turrets but do nothing more really.
Mm-hmm.
But you can have a character that has turrets as well, but you can even upgrade them. It's the focus of the character himself. Like little bits of different stuff that they can do that other characters can't, so it makes them different enough.
Mm-hmm.
And then the character's personalities is really great. Like whenever you're on standby or you're walking besides one of them, depending who you're talking to,
Mm-hmm.
they just talk to each other. Like they have banter. Like they talk shit, or they're just relatively nice to each other, which is again really fun
Yeah, it depends
stuff
on
like.
who the characters are because I've seen that happen. I forgot who, but it'll like I forgot someone was asking someone for an autograph, and I was like, that's pretty funny. The little dialogue they have there while we're
I
standing
believe,
by to it to go out.
yeah, I think I heard a diva and the gorilla talk about like I think diva was offering him a banana and then the gorilla was like no please not again.
I think someone was asking Diva for their autograph. I just can't remember who it was either.
Well, I would understand diva it is the what you call it. She's the esports champ who eats Doritos and drinks Mountain Dew apparently. Okay, so fun game, and I'm actually looking forward to playing with you after this.
Yeah.
I'm actually super excited. I mean, fuck this podcast. This podcast is already trash.
All right, it's over.
So,
Let's go. Just kidding.
no, but yeah, it's that. And I was playing Batman actually. I'm actually like half an hour before the end. I'm
Oh
fairly
wow.
certain I'm almost done.
Hmm.
But again, I bought Overwatch, and that really put a stump to my completion of that game. But I'm almost
Hmm.
done. I'm almost done. I'm finally almost done with Batman. I finished Tokyo Mirage sessions, and now Batman. I can't believe I'm actually about to do it.
You're almost there.
Yeah, and almost there. and and that's basically it. And the demo as well. But we'll talk about it in whenever we get to the section of relating to Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I guess that's really it.
Mm-hmm.
And I suppose we can, move on
Mm-hmm.
to the news. By which I mean almost no news. Oh, whoa, jeez.
Excuse me, I hiccuped.
So yeah, to the news, by which I mean almost no news.
Yeah, there's really not that much.
Okay, so Eric, have you started playing
Hmm.
any Ace Attorney game yet?
Oh, sorry, say that again.
Have you started playing any Ace Attorney game yet?
No, never. Haven't played any.
Ah,
But I will because of the news.
right. Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. It's coming to mobile, only to iOS though, because that's what. Well, I mean, I can't really blame them. Once again, as I stated before, iOS it's just really, really, really good at you know they had their own system. Unlike Android, there's not like a million different kinds of phones that you had to develop for.
That's
So
true,
it's
and I just hope I get my because I already pre-ordered the iPhone 7, but because they're so far behind sold out, I won't probably get it till December 12th or something like that's what they were saying.
oh
But
wait, you bought an iPhone, right? You bought the new iPhone,
yeah,
correct?
yeah, the iPhone 7, yeah, because I got the 6S right now, but I need to wait for the other one to arrive, and I'm excited for the other one because I got the standard 16 gigabytes right now, and with all these new games coming out, I need that 32 gigabytes.
32 gigs, so not as big one. I see.
No, I only got a but imagine this: I've been running this whole time off 16 gigabytes. So with 32 gigabytes, I'll be able to fit more stuff. Usually, the way that I've been having to do stuff is I'll have to delete something to download something else. Like for example, before we started this episode, I had to go to re-download Skype to my phone
Ah,
because I don't have room for it. So it's just I need a 32 gigabyte phone.
mm-hmm. Okay. But well, I mean, now that's the game only released on the Nintendo DS. Every other game has gotten a re-release,
Hmm.
so to speak. Well, every main title game, by which I mean only the first three games. And yeah, those are on iOS and they're on 3DS as well. So it's just a matter of time until this game releases on DS, and finally I can have every game on my 3DS,
Hmm.
and that'll be great. Even though I already had the physical version of that game. Man, actually remember I was one of those few people who bought it at Walmart,
Hmm.
and I was one of those few people who bought another game at GameStop. That like we only have like 3 copies because no one wants it, and that game never came out in America. The sequel of that game. Okay, enough sadness. We want to.
I'll shed a tear.
I mean, you don't care about this series, so what's the
No, not at all.
matter?
That was a crocodile
maybe,
tear.
maybe when you play it, maybe if you play it, you don't like reading, so there's that.
Well, you never know. I mean, I'll give it a shot. I don't like to judge it until I try it.
I mean, it's just a fun series. You'll see what I mean if you start reading it. You can finally understand what I mean regarding ladders and step ladders.
Hmm.
All right, so Miyamoto. Did you know? Did you know he was seen over at uh, Universal Studios?
I heard about it. Universal Studios Florida, to be more precise.
Hmm. What's up?
Yep, I heard about it. He was at Universal Studios, Florida, to be more precise.
Yes. And what do you think this is?
I think he's getting ready to do an introduction for a new Nintendo Direct to introduce officially that they are doing an amusement park themed Nintendo Land.
Do you think that's the thing? That's the
I
case?
I think that's the case.
Well, why is he the one in charge of Nintendo Land?
Nintendo Land, I would say yes, in the sense that he's going to be the one that helps create the park and direct how the park will look.
Hmm. Well, would he be the one in charge of it?
Like, what do you mean in charge of it? Like, in charge of production to the how everything is going to look, or just kind of like the
Maybe. You're right. Maybe because Miyamoto is very strict when it comes to his franchises.
exactly.
So I
So
can
that's
understand.
what I
Uh huh.
think is going to happen.
Okay. So you think they're gonna reveal it on a direct?
I think they're gonna. Well, why was the film crew with him?
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be a direct. What if it's like kind of a his huge TV announcement? It could even be a TV announcement because this is bigger than just video games. It's a freaking theme park.
Yeah,
You want to have most people know that you want to have the normies knowing everything, so they can go and spend their hard-earned money on this theme park.
and mind you, I will go over there if they create one. I will be there.
I probably won't. I am way too poor for that.
I will eventually do it. It's not gonna be right away, right when they open, but it will eventually be there.
2020.
Mm-hmm.
Remember 2020. Well, for now, we'll be in our 30s by that time.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's kind of
Oh
sad, but
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
All
actually
right.
gonna be in my 30s here very soon.
Oh boy. Look forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon. Speaking of, you know what? I'm just gonna put this in the Pokemon corner. But it's regarding Pokemon. Apparently, Junichi Masuda, who used to be the one in charge of Pokemon,
Mm-hmm.
he's saying that Pokemon is going, the main series at least, it's going to be staying on handheld.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of this?
I think that's cool. I like that. Um, I don't really want to see a Pokemon mainstream game on mobile, to be honest with you, so I'm okay with that.
Why?
Uh, I don't know. It's just how my opinion, because I just like it that way for some reason. I like it to be on a dedicated system versus being on the system that's going to go ahead and I don't know. It's just my personal opinion. I just like it this way.
Okay. Well, to be fair, he didn't exactly state that that was the main reason. Like he never said never. And he's kind of using the clickbaity thing that certain website likes to use.
Mm,
It just what he did. Like he basically talks about how they achieve everything they have now. I mean, this is his quote. Basically, when coming up with the idea of Pokemon, what we really wanted to create was something where people could get together and have fun trading, battling, and showing off their Pokemon collection, and just talking about their own adventures with the game. Handheld consoles and devices offer us the best way to achieve this vision. So I'm guessing this is what they were trying to say.
mm-hmm.
I mean, they're saying never to be completely fair, but this, I guess, in this really sounds like they want to keep it there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, they want to be a means of communication, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Just go places. It says here, you know, think of it like having a meal by itself. A meal's pretty forgettable. It can be hard to even remember what you had for lunch yesterday.
That's true.
But you go for a meal with a close friend at a restaurant you love, you'll remember that meal for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
This is what he wants to give people. Something memorable experiences of one another. And you know what? That's a noble cause. I like this. I like what he thinks. I like his thoughts. So yeah, that's his thoughts on it.
Yeah, I like
It
it.
is good. Yeah. So all those people who want that MMO, I wouldn't hold my breath.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me. Give it like 10 years, maybe, just maybe you'll get that.
Maybe.
Yeah, huge maybe. All right. You know, I'm going to hold this news for the last bit of it, and we're gonna move to Pokemon Generations. New episode out. Have you watched it?
I have.
Okay, so this episode is relating to Hoenn and that girl from Thick Magma. Apparently,
Mm-hmm.
is she the main character?
She in that episode, yeah, I guess you could say that she's the one that came out the most. Yeah,
Okay, so is she the focus of it?
she is mainly the focus of it. Yes, on this one.
Okay, so go watch it. It's free on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
It's not age gated. Go watch it. Not like they need the views, but go watch it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Pokemon Go. It erases spawns and sighting while driving. Pokestop still work. It might be bug. Okay, so this might have sounded like nonsense to a lot of people, but what I'm saying is that a new update of Pokemon Go now erases the spawns and sights of Pokemon while you're driving. So you don't
Yeah.
have to catch Pokemon while driving because you guys are idiots if you do that while driving. Please don't do it. That being said, it might be a bug because again, Pokestops still work.
No, I don't think it's a bug, dude. Because
But Pokestops alone would be dangerous as well.
yeah, I guess so. But what people were doing, like for example, I'll give you my city's example. There's a street where I should say a whole long stretch of road that does produce good rare Pokemon.
Uh huh.
And what people do is that they put their phone up so they can use the sightings so that they can go ahead and say, "Oh, there's one nearby here. Let me stop and take a look around." Let me give you this example. Recently, my town a dog just got run over because of a Pokemon Go player that wasn't paying
Oh
attention.
jeez.
Yeah. So
Mm.
a Venusaur popped up, and there was about 7 different cars there, and one of them wasn't looking and ran over the dog. So with the Pokestop still being there, at least it's something that you could only really where it's at, you know how to swipe it real quick, and you're done. I have the Pokemon Go Plus,
Mhm.
and yeah, it's not
Right
catching.
about
Yeah, and it's not
it.
catching any more Pokemon. It's just not
Yeah,
doing it
because
anymore.
you're driving, right?
Exactly. So what I was doing, because I don't have to look at my phone obviously to catch with my Pokemon Plus, so I just have it in my left hand, and I'm just clicking away while I'm driving with my right hand. So I'm just clicking away, and I was catching a lot of them on my way to work.
Oh,
But
that's
now,
cool.
yeah, but that's gone. So now the only thing I can do is get Pokemon stops or Pokestops on the way to
Well,
work and
that's.
the way home.
I mean, that's still good enough, I say.
It's still good. Yeah, I was leveling up pretty quick. Now it's slowed down to a crawl again. And so now I have to do it the old-fashioned way again. But
Maybe Sunday. What level are you in? Are you anyway?
27.
Oh God, really?
Yeah.
Man, it's a slow crawl. Jesus.
After that, it doesn't move that far, man. As soon as you hit the 20s, I don't know what level you're at right now. As soon as you hit that 20 mark, it slows down to a crawl. It's
I
so
stopped
difficult.
playing. I stopped playing altogether. To be
I
fair,
figured you would.
I mean, it's not. I'm not one for mobile games. To be completely fair,
Hmm.
it's rare that I can find one that entertains me for long.
Hmm.
Which is sad. It's just not my thing.
Yeah,
Also, I need the space for music. So,
so
but
that'll
yeah,
do it right there too.
yeah. And of course, now we're gonna move on to releases because then we're gonna move to a side topic, so to speak.
Hmm.
First of all, so so releases, nothing important. I mean, SteamWorld Heist is releasing on 3DS. Go buy that if you want. I heard it's pretty good.
Hmm.
Never played it. Okay, so go back to Pokemon. Pokemon Sun and Moon. The demo's out,
Yep.
and the game is out in 1 month.
I'm so
I
excited.
Yes, according to the barista at the Pokemon Center, the game is out in about a month.
Hmm.
And so is the girl who is in charge at the cafe. She returns
Hmm.
in about a month. She's out, gathering seeds and all that crap that you need to make the coffees and all that. But
Hmm.
hey, the game we managed to play with. Okay, so this demo, you can play it twice. You can play the first time, and once you're done, you actually unlock more stuff in the demo. So in case you didn't know, go back to it. But we're gonna talk a bit about what we found in this demo so far,
Hmm.
and we'll probably go come back with our thoughts next week about the other part of the demo.
Hmm.
All right. So first of all, there's one thing that I noticed straight from the get go, which was the more cinematic look it has.
Yeah, a lot of more cinematic looks. Yeah, I agree.
Not only that, but everything seems to have more details. Like the house alone look was bigger, and you saw the way it was shot from the side, how it
Hmm.
was panning in. Because in the older games, even in X and Y, the home wasn't shown that way.
Hmm.
It was a very generic home, as a home would be in Pokemon games, but this one looked more natural. It was bigger. We don't know what's inside it, but we know it's big, and it seems that your mom has her own room, from what I can say,
Yeah.
for once. And and right after that, the one thing I noticed that every character has like animations,
Hmm.
even tiny ones, even the Pokemon that you talk to. Which, by the way, it's cool to see the Pokemon in their full-blown scale.
Hmm.
I'm actually curious how bigger Pokemon would look in their 3D sprites, overworld sprites, like the biggest Pokemon.
Right.
I'm super curious. And the best part of it, full-blown analog movement. Do you notice that?
Yep, I did notice that. The whole. Yep, I noticed it.
Yeah, no grid movement. Also, the control pad does not work.
Hmm.
I don't know why, but it just doesn't work. Control stick only.
Which I'm okay with.
I mean, yeah, and okay too, but just really weird to finally be freed of the grid.
Hmm.
It's been such an integral part of the Pokemon series that, uh, it feels liberating, to say the least.
Exactly.
So what about you? What were your thoughts when you first started?
So just like you said, the cinematics, because the first, I don't know if I should go too much into spoilers, but it's a demo for Christ's sake. So, I mean, just him even just stepping down the stairs right out of the home, I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't expect something like this to happen, right? So I thought that was pretty cool already. And then the other cool thing that I thought was how, God damn it, I'm playing the demo right now, by the way, and it's pissing me off. Uh, yeah, I'm playing a challenge as we speak. So like with Champ, for example, how it's actually now showing. You know how before in the other games it would be like a sprite basically, and then you would walk up to the sprite, and it was just you couldn't really tell it was a Machamp until you talk to it. But now you can see it's a Machamp. It's big and it's huge, and you can tell it's a Machamp. There's no way to say nope, this is not a Machamp. So I thought
Uh-huh.
that was pretty cool too. Uh, and I like how the game actually, God damn it, how the game actually touches up on. So I know we're going to talk about this next week, but I'm playing a catching challenge, and the game gives you a Greninja, and the Pokemon catching challenge, Greninja is too powerful, so he's killing everything. I can't catch anything. Um, but the game actually touches on every little aspect of the game. So by them releasing this demo, I think this was a very good idea, and it's really cool. Um, obviously with this one you get to enjoy battles. They introduce what is it called, a totem Pokemon. So
Mm-hmm.
they introduced a totem Pokemon. They introduced that Pokemon Snap part as well. They introduced Mr. Professor Kukui. But yeah, I think I like it, dude. It's pretty fun demo. Obviously it's just a demo, so I mean, when we get to the main game, it's gonna be even better.
Okay. Okay, so I actually have a few notes here. I made a few notes as I was playing it.
Hmm.
So, so like as I said, it was the flow, analog movement and all that, but battles, even like the battling, look interesting.
Hmm.
Okay, let's see. Where can I start? So, for example, like the whole battling has more dynamic shots. It moves around. You're no longer trapped in this circular environment that in which your Pokemon is resting. You're on
Hmm.
the field proper. I don't know if you recall.
Yep.
Yes, so that, and then like you can see the trainers for one. Like the battle UI change also. It's a little weird. Like it has attack on the right and everything else is on the left.
Hmm.
And I believe at the bottom is the run button, or is it the back? I don't remember. You have it, so you should know.
For the run button is the B button. Is that what you said?
No, 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 no. The run button is at the bottom, I think.
Yes, it
And then
is.
like,
Uh huh.
okay, so and then
Yeah.
back and other stuff is on the left.
Right.
So yeah, and then you can when you choose moves, you can even look at them by pressing the exclamation mark, or you can press L plus A, and you see information on the move,
Hmm.
which is again really useful. So you don't have to go into the menus.
Did you notice how when you're about to attack a Pokemon, it also tells you if it's going to be super effective or not?
Yes, it happens when you beat one Pokemon. That Pokemon gets registered partially,
Yeah.
and whenever you fight it again, it tells you what's affected and not affected against.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So not to mention bags. All bags are always open,
Mm-hmm.
and they're super quick, and they're right there. So you don't even have to go to a different menu. You open the bag and you go to your items super easily.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good when it comes to that. Yeah. Then another weird change. Again, I just mentioned the random bits, but doors now open with the A button.
Yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yep.
you no longer face into a room.
Mm-hmm.
Then I look around for a little bit. Vending machines are like 1 million. Do you try buying a drink?
Yeah. It's like, whoa, these are expensive, and it just said 1 million. I was like, they're just not wanting you to buy drinks in the game.
Uh, this game is very conspicuous, to say the least,
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to how they want to block you from stuff. Like they have a bunch of slowpoke.
Mm-hmm.
One's like how, other was like what.
Well, the
For some
lady's like,
reason,
oh, they're so cute, and I'm like,
yeah,
what the hell?
for some reason they actually talk a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a slowpoke. And then there's this lady with her Corsola blocking your path. You can't even go into the route proper because this guy teleports you to a different route.
Yep.
Yeah, and then trainers, by the way, speaking of teleporting to a different area, you get to the tall grass and you fight Pokemon. It has, and then, but whatever, Pokemon, you get to see the same Pokemon you'd seen already in the previous.
Yeah, nothing
But
new there.
yeah, but now they had this really interesting, weird addition. Whenever you get close to the trainer, the screen starts darkening.
Oh yeah, when you're about to fight a trainer, right?
When you're getting close to them, it doesn't even have you don't even have to be super like looking at them, but when you get close to them, like the screen darkens, and when you find them, an exclamation mark appears, and
And remember that it darkens only when you're looking at them too. Like if you're not
yeah.
facing them, it does not darken.
Oh, I didn't check that.
Yeah,
I just
I was
remember.
messing with that too because I noticed that right away, and I faced away, and it was the screen was not darkened anymore. But as soon as I would face them, the screen would get darkened.
And then the moment they see you, an exclamation mark appears, and there's this line. This it's very aesthetic. I was just aesthetic is the way I can talk it. I can refer
Mm-hmm.
to it. It's like this line appears like matching yours and his eyes. Showcasing that you look at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really neat.
That is pretty cool.
Yes. And then there's the Pokemon Snap thing you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to a cave, which is where you have to do uh, a trial that Kukui gets you.
Mm-hmm.
And you do it normally, which is taking Pokemon Snap pictures. Though the camera is not particularly great.
Right, no, it's not at all.
Also, the gyro controls are a little wonky.
Mine wasn't. Mine was okay.
Maybe it was when I was sitting down. I don't know. So I just turn it off, and you can move it around. You can take pictures, and the Pokemon attack you, and you get attacked by the new Dragon Pokemon.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you take 3 pictures, and then I'm not gonna outright spoil it, but you take a few pictures, and then you go to a different area, and you get to fight another Pokemon, which is the Totem Pokemon we're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
which is the trial Totem Pokemon, and I guess they mean business because they have powered up stats,
Yeah.
and then
Did
they have
you
Helper Pokemon.
did you get to battle as the Ash Greninja?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Okay, so powered up stats and the Helper Pokemon, and it comes with a huge frame rate drop. Oh my god, that frame rate.
Not for me.
What? Wait, really?
Nope, not for me.
I'm not sure because I watched a few playthroughs and all of them seem to to drop frames. Are you
Because,
sure?
yeah, I'm 100% sure. I have. I don't know if it has anything to do with the DS that I have though, but I heard that this game. Before we started this episode, I did hear that this game is pushing the game to its limits on the 3DS on the regular ones, but it's
Oh,
working. Yeah, it's working great though and fine on the new ones.
I should have mentioned this at the end, but screw it. I'm gonna mention it now because I feel it's very relevant.
Mm.
When you turn off the game on the 3DS, the
Mhm.
whole system reboots.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the whole system reboots when you close the demo.
Wow, not on
So it
mine.
does. Well, it does what it did with Super Smash Brothers. I know it doesn't do it on you anymore
Yeah.
because you got the new 3DS.
Jeez, that's crazy though that it has to reset the whole entire
So yeah,
game.
this is the second game that resets the 3DS.
Jeez.
So yeah, you can really say for sure. That being said, it doesn't take forever to load.
Mhm.
It didn't take me that long to load the demo. So I don't know how long it's gonna take me for the game itself, the main game. I'm kind of afraid of that.
Yeah. Oh, this is pretty cool. I just saw it. Well, I won't talk about this until the second playthrough, until we talk about it next week.
Okay,
But
okay, good.
yeah, I just saw some.
Don't
Oh,
spoil
this
me.
is awesome. Okay.
Don't spoil me because I didn't. I decided not to do it yet. So yeah, please don't spoil it for me.
Yeah, no, this is awesome. You'll like this part. You'll know what I'm talking about when you get to it.
Okay, so and then finally we had the C moves.
Mhm.
We only get one move at the end of this part of the demo. And let's see. What can I say? It looks really cool actually. It appears that the move can be charged to some
Yeah,
extent.
it looks like it, huh? Yeah.
Yes, because they said like the move is fully charged. I don't know what that means. But apparently it uses Thunderbolt as a base.
Hmm.
It uses whatever move you have. So it uses a move. Like for example, let's say you have Thunder Shock. That uses that move as a basis. So what I'm seeing is that this move is not gonna be overpowered. In this
No.
case, it's Geekabolt.
Hmm.
So you have Thunderchuck, the move is not gonna have as much strength as, let's say, you have Thunderbolt.
Right.
So yeah, so it's a super move, but it's not overpowered for what you have. Know what I mean?
Yep, I know exactly what you mean. Makes
And
sense to
actually,
me.
kind of yes. And I wait. Oh, I hope I did.
No, it did. It makes perfect sense.
Okay, okay, good. Okay, so yeah, and there'll be more moves, of course.
Hmm.
So and then the demo ends with Kukui wanting to get on with your mom, but that's really it so
Take her out to
far.
dinner.
Yeah, think you just gotta bring her son along.
And then who
But yeah,
shows up?
oh how? Who I believe is the. Oh man, I forgot to mention. You
Yep,
fight in Skull here
exactly.
twice, actually, for that matter.
Hmm.
So yeah, the first time you use normal grunts, but the second time you fight using Pikachu, and that's when you use the Gigabolt. But there's also Ash Green Ninja, who I forgot to mention.
Yep.
Which, by the way, the only way you can get Ash Green Ninja proper, you have to do a battle with two Pokemon. So the only way you can actually get it is by fighting the Totem Pokemon.
Yeah.
So like, there's a Pokemon that appears, you beat it, and then you transfer into Ash Green Ninja, which changes Water Shuriken from a physical attack to a special attack.
Hmm.
That's what it does, and apparently it increases its power thanks to that. But other than that, that's basically the whole first part of the demo.
Yep.
So you got some time if you listen to this to check that demo out before you get to the game.
Hmm.
But honestly, good demo so far.
So far.
Yep, good demo. And I guess we spent enough time talking about this, so we're gonna break, and we're gonna come back with something totally non-Pokemon related.
Hmm.
What's it gonna be? We're gonna talk about our 5 favorite Mario games because we finally got to that point. So we will be right back.
Be right back, guys.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the topic. What's the topic? That's games, our 5 favorite games in the Mario series. In no particular order, apparently,
No.
because apparently we couldn't rank them. But I think I kind of did. So we'll tell you. But here are the rules. Only main series Mario games. So it could be the old 2D series, it can be the 3D series, or the newest series regarding like 3D Land and 3D World.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna have you start, Eric. What's your number 5 in no particular order?
In no particular order, I'll start with Super Mario 64.
Of course. I
So
mean, you.
you
Go
can
ahead.
you could not have this game on there, right? So Super Mario 64 is mine, and that was surprisingly that was not my first game on the 64. Zelda, of course, was my first game, and then eventually I picked this one up later. But this is the one that obviously introduces that 3D world for the first time ever
Mhm.
for Super Mario. So, and they did it right, in my opinion. They did it right, and there were several different worlds, several different levels, and it was a game that I replayed so many times because they're so much fun. Uh,
Mhm.
the To be honest with you, I never collected all 150 stars. I did eventually obtain a device called a Game Shark, so I could cheat, and I got all the 150 stars that way, so I can go ahead and see if it was true that I could ride Yoshi afterwards, which was not true, and I was pretty pissed off about it.
Wait, don't you mean 20?
I thought it was 150. Am I thinking of
That's
Pokemon
in.
still?
No, you're thinking of Super Mario 64 DS.
That was 150?
Yeah.
I'm googling this, mofo. How many stars
Oh man, are
in
you serious?
Super Mario 64?
And you consider you still a Mario fan?
God damn it, you're right. 120. So there was 103 DS, 153 DS
Yes, there in the
or
well, like the DS.
DS.
Yeah, Super Mario 64 DS. Yeah, I
Oh,
actually completed that game.
oh shit, you're right. There is.
I
Ah,
completed that one, so I would know.
go figure. Oh, I did not know that. I think I was still stuck on the.
Well, well, I guess we can put that as your number 10 then,
Yeah.
or
But
maybe your number 5 at the most.
yeah, let's do number 5 on that one.
All right, on my end, it's a really hard pick in all honesty, because I'm gonna say this right now: Super Mario Sunshine is not on this list. It is not on this list at all. But
I
if I
am
had to choose,
surprised.
why?
I don't know. I thought you had I thought you liked Super Mario Sunshine.
It's enjoyable, but it has a lot of things wrong with it.
Huh. Okay.
I would go in a bit of detail, but let's just say that it's a little bit padded,
Uh.
and I'm not, and I mean, let's not talk about those blue coins for one,
I hated those. I'm
because
not gonna lie. Yeah.
those blue coins are bullshit. That's clearly padding. That's obvious.
I see your
Because
point
I
of
mean,
that.
yeah. So anyway, right, getting that. So I guess in my fifth favorite will be Super Mario 3D World. Actually,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, it's really one of my most enjoyable games on the Wii U. I mean, it had four characters, though I played on my own, obviously, because I'm lonely forever, as it turns out. But it's a really fun game on your own, and it can be, and it introduced a lot of things that Mario games like that didn't do for a while. Like we had the new Super Mario Brothers series, which kept going back to the same style, but this one introduced not only items but even enemies
hmm
and even settings, which I liked a lot. Everything looked a little different,
Yeah.
and there were different aspects that were not in the game before. It introduced us to Captain Toad, which who got his own game
Yeah.
thanks to this game. So yeah, Super Mario 3D World, you can just Peach and Luigi and Toad in their original Super Mario Brothers too.
Well,
It even had
that's
the
exactly what I
music.
was gonna say. That's exactly
Yes,
what
it
it
even has
reminded
the
me of.
music on the bonus levels, which I love. That
hmm
was good. That was a good addition.
hmm
So yeah, that game is one of my favorites. I love it. So that's number 5. All right, Eric, what's your
Cool.
number 4?
So my number 4 is gonna be Super Mario Brothers Wii. Um, and the reason I'm going for this one is because,
Wait,
uh,
hold on. You mean New Super Mario Brothers Wii?
yes,
Okay, just making sure.
yeah. So I'll go for that one. I'm gonna skip the Wii U version because this one is the one that set up the platform for the rest. So that's why I'm going with the original instead of the newer version. But this one is the one that I remember just playing with other people, and as frustrating as it was playing with other people, it was a ton of fun. And if you've played or if you've seen videos on other people playing with each other these games and just causing
There's
so
some of the
much headache, dude.
there's some of the best videos you could watch on the internet.
Oh
I'm
my
serious when I say that.
god, dude, it's hilarious, and this is and that's what I had is a ton of fun. And like I said, it's a lot of frustration, but it's a ton of fun. Like when everybody in my group found out that if you I forgot if it was the plus sign or the minus sign, when you hit that button, you automatically turn into the bubble so you don't die. When everybody figured that out, and then all of a sudden you would have all four people use it at the same time, and then this is game over, and everybody's just looking at each other like, "Why did you do that?" But dude, it was hilarious, man, and that's why this is one of my favorite ones because I did get to play with people at times of four people, and it was
Yeah.
just funny playing like that, dude. It's just pissing each other off.
That's a game I actually played with my cousin.
Uh
It
huh.
was a fun time, and I started styling on enemies and all, and he kept dying. He kept looking at me. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
He kept getting pissed off at me. What? I'm styling. Let me do my thing.
Oh
So, yeah,
man, that's exactly what I mean. But yeah,
I mean,
that would be one of my favorite games.
sure, this game was a retread.
hmm
Honestly, if you really think about it, it was a retread because if you remember, the original game that did it first was New Super Mario Bros. DS.
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
But this introduced the multiplayer, which brought about all this fun.
hmm
Oh man, I'm pretty sure neither one of us has the Wii U version on the list.
No, because like I said, that's why I started with the platform. I don't want to start with the newest one.
Yeah, but yeah, that game really had some bullcrap, especially when you use the gamepad.
Oh yeah, I did. Oh,
Oh man, that was not well. It was fun for the person using the gamepad.
that's true. Yep.
Oh man, But okay, I suppose it's my turn, right?
Yes, sir.
So my number four. My number four. Oh man, I'm kind of afraid to say number four. Well, I guess my number four would be Super Mario 64.
Okay.
I mean, I guess. I never understood the love for this game in specific.
Uh huh.
I mean, it's a fun game, but I think the controls are a little wonky,
Okay.
to be honest. I mean, that's just me. I replayed it recently. I think I prefer the DS version, to
Really?
be fair.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it controls much worse, but I mean, I'm just biased, I guess. I just like the more characters, more stars to collect. You know, but that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
You already talked a bit about what Super Mario 64 is, so I won't delve into that any more than we have to really.
Okay.
I mean, it was the first 64 game.
Yeah, exactly. The first.
It was the first
Yep.
the first remaster, the one that helped other games become what they are today.
Exactly.
So yeah, and I mean I like it, if not for that alone. But yeah, Eric, what's your number three?
Number 3 is gonna be Super Mario Brothers 2.
Two.
New Super Mario Brothers 2, to be more precise, on the
Oh
on the
wait,
DS,
what?
on the
Wait,
3DS.
really?
Yep.
Really?
That was
I
my number
usually
3.
I always hear that's one of the worst ones.
And I loved it, dude. And I think it's just the whole concept. I don't know why, because the number one thing that you usually do in the Super Mario game is collect coins. So when I saw that this game is really all about that, and the fact that you get to turn into this golden Mario, and then everything you touch is pretty much turning into coins, I thought that was cool. So I
Okay.
was always looking forward to finding that gold flower so I could turn into golden Mario. But yeah, that I think it really solely that's the only purpose that I like that game for. To be honest with you, I really really enjoyed that part. And like I said, any single chance I got or opportunity I got the golden flower, I would love it, dude. It was awesome. And then just trying to beat the high scores when you would get the street pass from others that have played the game, and just seeing what their overall coin score was versus yours, and if they beat yours, I would try to beat them again. But
Uh huh.
that's what I liked about it, and I had a ton of fun doing that.
Okay. Okay.
What about you?
All right. What about me? Oh, you mean like oh, what I think about this game?
Oh, you that or your number 3, whichever you would like to go.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, of my first thing, I never played this game.
Yeah.
It's the only
Oh.
Mario game I haven't played yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe in the future, maybe I'll play it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's in the bargain bin by now.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay, so my number three, fittingly enough, is Super Mario Brothers 3.
Okay.
So yeah, Super Mario Brothers 3. I mean, it's one of those games. Again, I played a lot of these games at the same time. So I played in at the same time when they were released as Super Mario All Stars.
Hmm.
So this is one of those first Mario games I played, alongside Super Mario Bros. 2, the original, the Lost Levels, and this was one of my favorite ones in there. Which I mean, what can I say about this game that a lot of people haven't already stated? Really,
Right.
Sunday. I mean, what original thing could I honestly say at this point? Let's see. The graphics in the one in the Super Nintendo were better. It's a That game is objectively better.
Yep.
There
I'll
you
agree
go.
with you on that.
There we go. That's something that not a lot of people had really said, because everyone just prefers the original for whatever reason. So there you go. I did it. I said something original for once. Moving on. Number two.
Number 2 for me is going to be Super Mario Brothers, the original game, NES.
Oh,
Yep.
really?
And the reason for this one is because this is just a game that I remember. It, before I even had a Super Nintendo, before I had any kind of entertainment console whatsoever at home, I would go with my mom to go do laundry at the laundromat, and they had an arcade machine on this one, and it was this Mario Brothers, and I just remember spending so much money on that damn game. But the fact that it was one of those games that I really didn't end up beating until I got into my 20s, just because it was so hard for me to beat. Yeah,
Oh,
go figure,
okay.
right? Uh, but yeah, this is just the staple of it. and this is one of my favorite games. I know we said it was in no particular order, but I feel like so far the order that I have placed all these games in are actually the order that I like to have them in. But yeah,
Okay.
number two, that would be it. And it was it's just obviously single player game, and having always your younger brother or younger sister playing as Green Mario, that was always fun. Uh,
No.
but yeah, this would be my number two pick.
Okay. Okay. So my number two, and honestly, it switches from time to time. It depends on what mood I'm in. But my number two with Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh, okay.
Super Mario, I mean, that game, it doesn't have the free form gameplay that 64 and Sunshine did,
Mm-hmm.
and even more 64.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a game that has missions and you do it and go straight to that point.
Mm-hmm.
But just a very visually engaging game. Like they point you where you want to go, but there's always these weird, interesting things to do. The physics are great. Like somehow Miyamoto and company managed to simulate jumping around a small tiny planet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, imagine. Do you remember the first time you saw
Oh
this?
yeah,
When you fucking
I,
wasn't your mind fucking blown?
it was extremely blown.
And so was mine. And so was the first time I ever played it, and I loved
Yep,
it.
I agree.
It was
I'll
great.
agree with that. Absolutely.
Yeah, and the music was great. I think this was the first orchestrated Mario
It
title,
was, dude. I forgot about that. You're 100% right.
and that music. And I know what people will say that Gusty Garden Galaxy has. I mean, no it's cliche, but I love that music.
Mm.
Gusty Garden.
Mm-hmm.
If you know the title of the, you know what theme that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one that it's been reused ad nauseum by different Mario games because everyone loves it. And I guess I could put the Super Mario Galaxy 2 in this list as well because it's basically the same game. But Bojo's good.
Oh.
I love the series. I love that game series. Though I really don't want a sequel, to be fair. Sorry, people, I don't want a sequel of that game. All right, Eric, your number one.
This one, I think you should. I think you'll know what it is. Uh,
I don't.
Really, Super Mario World.
Oh, okay. So I guess I can dump mine in because that's my current number
Yeah,
one as
that's
well.
my number one. The Super Mario World, dude. That is a game that I have always. It's like I loved it. This was my first game ever in terms of my system, my console system. This
Yeah.
was the first game that I ever played on Super Nintendo, or just in general. It's a game that I own, so it's very near and dear to me. And then this was also the one, like I told you, this is the one that my cousin got, and he wouldn't let me play. I think I've told that story before. But it was funny because this is the game where I discovered the what do you call? Oh, that's bad for me to say after I don't even remember what the special levels. When I got to the special levels, and he never even knew about it, and I was just rubbing it in his face. I'm like, look what I found, look what I found. He's like, how did you get there? I was like, I'm not gonna tell you, screw you. So I never told him how I got to them, but and I think it just blew my mind too when after you beat the special levels, what happens to the whole entire world with the Koopas and with the Spinies and with the bullet bills, they all change, and I thought that was awesome, dude.
Dude,
Do you remember that?
okay, I can jump in as well because again, it's
Yeah,
my
absolutely.
number
Uh-huh.
one, and I can say exactly the same about it. I was the one who found the special worlds. Like my cousin was the one who helped me through the game at first
Uh-huh.
because I didn't know how to play it.
Right.
But they knew what Star World was and they led me to it. But from there they didn't know much else, and I found the special world, and I rubbed it in their faces when I found the special world.
So you were with me on
And
that one.
again, yeah, it blew my mind, and I actually discovered the Mario theme that played whenever you stay there for long.
Uh-huh.
I
Oh
mean, this was when I was
yeah,
a
I did too. I did that too.
yes, when I was a kid and it played. It was the only place where it would play the original Mario
Yep.
theme. Okay, and I mean, I can't really say much else because I need to wrap up this shit. So yeah, we're kind of going on long today, guys, but we can both say that this is our number one Mario game.
Yep.
All right, Eric, and that ends the topic in a really rushed note. But Eric, tell me, what do you have planned?
Overwatch right after this, obviously, right? So we're gonna play some
Hey,
Overwatch.
of course.
So aside from that,
Yep.
more Paper Mario. That's still going to continue on for me. I'm going to go play the rest of the demo. Not right now, probably later. So do that, and then what else do I have? I have something else that I have to do, and I can't remember what it is right now off the top of my head. I know there's something else in there, but I'll probably talk about it next on the next episode. But that's it so far. School, homework, more of that, of course.
Okay.
How about you?
Okay. And of course, me, I'm gonna finish a Batman might as well. Almost done anyway.
Yeah, if you're almost there, might as well finish
I,
it off.
yeah, probably. I'll probably finish up Ace Attorney. I keep forgetting to play it because I've been busy with other stuff.
Hmm.
I haven't touched my 3DS in a while. Only touched it because of my Pokemon demo.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna keep playing the Pokemon demo and more Overwatch, obviously.
Hmm.
And that's really it. But I guess we can go now because I'm kind of a rush here to do something. But hey, you can find us on Twitter. You can find me at Monadajohns at MONADOJOHNS. Monadajohns. And Eric?
You can find me at Ericyo Ninbits, ERICYONINBITS, Ericyo Ninbits.
Yes. And with that, we can leave you, and we will see you guys next time.
We'll see you next time, guys.